as we head into the final month of trading this year. For more, let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Alexandra Semenova. Oh man, we got a lot happening this week, actually. We got Fed speak, we got economic data. It's going to be busy.
Oh yeah, I hope that investors fueled up on Thanksgiving leftovers this week because it is going to be a busy few days. We have the government's monthly employment report, data on the housing market, a second reading on GDP growth, PCE, and a reading on consumer confidence in the days ahead. And those are just a few of the highlights. Still, though, it continues to be all about the Federal Reserve for investors. They're not just looking at these reports as snapshots of the economy, but they're looking at them as cues for what the Fed will do next. And the two most important ones, of course, are the Labor Department's monthly employment report for November. Bloomberg estimates are looking for 200,000 jobs created last month. This would mark a moderation from the prior month, a welcome sign, of course, for investors. But again, this reflects that hiring is still robust. Pre-pandemic hiring stood at around 150 to 200,000 jobs a month. So any surprise to the upside here could be a little bit concerning for investors. We also have PCE out, the Fed's preferred a measure of inflation, and Bloomberg estimates are looking for an annual increase of about 6%. Again, also a slight moderation, but again, inflation is not coming down nearly enough. Bank of America's fund manager survey out earlier this month said investors don't see a pivot until PCE comes in at around 4%.
Interesting. So what's Wall Street saying about a Fed pivot or a pause? I don't know if we've rebranded it yet or kind of reframed it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, investors are optimistic that we finally might see a downshift in next month's rate hike from 75 basis points to 50 basis points, and they're looking at a pause at around May. But it's not, as excited as investors are about, a slowdown in inflation and a pause. A lot on Wall Street have expressed concerns about the outlook. The picture isn't rosy. BlackRock said that we're in a new macro regime where central banks are causing recessions rather than coming to the rescue. Bill Ackman last week said that he has doubts about the Federal Reserve's ability to bring inflation back to its 2% target. So even if we do see this highly anticipated slowdown in inflation and a pause next year, the outlook for growth and equity markets isn't looking so good.
Yahoo Finance's own Alexandra Semenova with what to watch this week. Big week ahead here. Thanks so much.